we're gonna get into it. Now we've been talking a lot about ratings, fellas, and as we talked about how unusual, not even unusual, never seen before trade, like a 25-year-old Luka Doncic, franchise player, by the way, who was number 3 in MVP voting last year, and you trade him away for an injury-prone, still a great player, 31-year-old Anthony Davis. Do you believe that this trade was authentic, or do you think it was used as a ploy to get more ratings by Adam Silver himself? What do y'all think? We're going to be conspiracy theorists today.
Ploy.
We call him ploy?
Ploy.
We call him BS, chat. That was some BS.
Like, come on now. Like, what universe that happens? Come on, man. Luka and AD.
Boy, is crazy. Yes, bro. It actually happened, bro. It actually happened.
But is it authentic?
Yes, it's authentic. I don't even like conspiracy theories, especially when it comes to the league, bro. Like I said, I really took into account and watched the Nico Morris and Marcus and whatever. I watched the press conference. And the way he said it, the way he talked about the trade, it's almost like he pulled off a GTA mission or something. Like, oh yeah, we didn't know it was just me and Rob, and it was just more like a let's hurry up and get this done before before they find out. It was one of them type of things. You know what I'm saying? J Kidd ain't know, Bron ain't know, AD ain't know. So, they may have knew that night of, but I mean, like no one knew. No one saw this coming at all.
Right, but that's what makes me think it's a ploy. Why did nobody know? When De'Aaron Fox, here's my thing. Why when De'Aaron Fox wants out, or they're trying to push him out, we hear rumors. When Jimmy Butler wants to go, we hear rumors. Usually with trades, we hear rumors. Why does no one knows? Why did no one know that the Dallas Mavericks was covering up? They were secretly trying to get rid of Luka.
They know what they was doing.
No, I think those guys wanted out. Jimmy wanted out. De'Aaron's from Texas. He wanted to be in San Antonio.
That's true. I
think Luka was happy.
Luka was
lost $100 million even being in LA. And AD was on a tear. We were 5th. Everything was good. It were 2 happy homes. It wasn't really need for much of a divorce. But I think this is really Nico Morrison. I think he had the power. Marcusson, whatever.
Harrison.
Nah, but I've seen a report that Luka,
and he felt like he wanted to use his power that day in the trade deadline. And he made sure that him and Rob kept it tight. And it happened.
So let me ask you a question. If you're the Dallas Mavericks general manager, are you trading away your best franchise player for Anthony Davis? Would you make that trade? Would you make that trade?
Injury.
Because you got to think about the future too. I mean, like, come on, you're a general manager for the team. We're not thinking about win now. Because we could have won now with Luka because we just made it to the finals last year. So it's not like we can't win now. So are you making that trade as the general manager, looking out for the best interest for the team?
If I'm a general manager, on paper, I do not trade Luka. No, but Nico has insight that we don't. He, I believe Luka was pushing 270 at the time. Mm-hmm. It's a rumor that he had an 11-game wrist injury. It wasn't a real wrist injury.
Covering up his weight program.
Yeah, right. Yep. If all these things are true, I mean, and it's a couple late games where Luka took some dumb shots and cost him a game, for being, not as passive as he should. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe Nico just feels some type of way. I don't know.
No, we're not. I'm sorry. We're not defending Nico.
Lloyd.
So here's my thing. Okay, why is the Luka Doncic weight situation a problem now? I don't like that. He's been out of shape. He's been out of shape his entire career. Jokic is not in great shape. He's the best player in the world. And that pains me to say it, but after a while, when a guy gives you 30, 12, and 10, he's the best player in the world. He is. Best player in the world. Luka Doncic has never been in shape. Let's not even acting like he's never been athletic. That's never been a part of his game. That's never deterred him from playing the best game of his ability. So why is it a problem now that he's out of shape? If he's gaining some weight, let the dude gain some weight. If he's giving you 30, 37, and 9, why is that a problem now?
Why
is that a problem?
You're gonna see another Zion Williamson.
Finals. it was like a lot of defensive laps. I think J Kidd went off of him in the film. I think he had like 9 missed assignments. He won't rebound, he won't crash. And I mean, Luka's not a flawless player.
No one is.
I think Nico really overlooked the flaws. I think he really like dove too deep into the flaws and just
he overestimated, like he really he overestimated the severity of the flaws and how that would affect the game. First of all, everything you're naming, right? And I'm not saying you would agree with this trade, but everything you're naming, right? How is that associated with his weight? These defensive lapses, these poor judgment calls in late game situations, which is a rarity for Luka, and it's applicable to every NBA star, okay? Because they're human beings, they make mistakes. How is his weight associated with these defensive lapses and his flaws in his game? There's no flaw in his game besides athleticism that's associated with his increase in weight. And athleticism clearly never, again, as I mentioned, deterred him from playing his best game. It's never been a part of his game. To me, it has to be a ploy. It had to be fabricated. I call bull crap. I call bull crap because there's no way you trade this man was compared to a young LeBron. We have never seen a guy play like this at an age like this. He's 25 years old, and he's been the best player in the league. He's been a top 3, top 5 best player for the past 4 years. Since he was 21, 22 years old, he was the best. He's one of the best players in the league. And you're telling me we're trading him away because he's gaining a couple more pounds. He's 25 years old, and he's a top 3 player. Some would argue a couple years the best player in the league. And we're trading him away for an incredible basketball player, Anthony Davis, yes, but an injury-prone basketball player. When you have all these years to work on his weight, you have all these years to develop his defense, you have all these years in this program to work with him, and he's clearly happy here. So after a while, if you say, hey, Luka, you got to get the weight right, eventually he's going to... They could have tried anything else. If they was that upset about his weight, they could have set him for games. They could have sat him for a couple more games, decreased his minutes. They could have done anything. But you trade away a player, a 25-year-old franchise player who looked like might be the best Dallas Maverick to ever live?
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with that. That shows me 2 things. Either Adam Silver hopped on a call because he knows, first of all, it's no secret that the ratings been down. No one's really watching the NBA like that. Let's be honest, fellas. There's no secrets that the ratings down. So either Adam Silver hopped on a call and handled that because he needs some controversy. And I believe that just because even when someone, you made a good point, none of the players wanted out. But usually you're going to hear some rumors that they want to get rid of someone. You're going to hear at least one rumor. And there was not a single rumor. I do believe Rob Pelinka and Nico Harrison's been talking about it for months. But I do think that might have been influenced. I do think that's influenced. So either Adam Silver fabricated all of this as an attempt, as a tactic to increase ratings. Because you got people who don't watch the NBA heard of the trade. My mama came to me and was like, did you hear about the trade? My mama.
Yeah.
My mama. Ridiculous. And she don't watch basketball. Okay. Or
that thing was on Facebook.
Or Nico Harrison might be the most incompetent general manager for an NBA team we've ever seen. So if Nico Harrison does not get fired by the end of the season, I'm blaming Adam Silver. If that man does not get fired, I'm looking at Adam. I'm looking at Adam. I am. I absolutely am. Absolutely, positively.
Inside job for sure.
Mm-hmm. That's an inside job. Adam need them ratings up, man. Look, y'all saw what he was trying to do, even with we might be decreasing the 12 minutes to 10 minutes.